Indianapolis Colts at the New England Patriots. Colts are favored by 1.5. They're over in Germany. What's the look for?
I'm just waiting for where you're going on this.
Where I'm going to go with this game?
Yeah.
The next set of rumors that are out there through the Boston Globe, and maybe not real rumors, but Belichick could be fired on the tarmac on the way home from Germany.
Fired in Germany.
Lane Kiffin style.
Yeah.
Bill Belichick's never won a game in Germany. He's kind of overrated as a coach. If you ask
Germany.
Me. Yeah. Never won a game in Germany. Foreign games don't matter. Urban Meyer's 1-0 overseas. So
true.
It's not very telling.
No, but it means you're probably not going to get fired at the end of it.
Patriots are 2-7, and there are rumors that if Belichick doesn't win this game, he could get fired. Gerard Mayo finishes out the season. I don't necessarily buy that, but I'm just piggybacking off that he might want Bob Kraft might want Mike Vrabel rumor as well.
It doesn't feel like anything Kraft wants as a succession plan doesn't feel like it needs to happen during the season.
No.
Like nobody's available. Like you don't need to get ahead of it, right? To get somebody in. This guy's available. We got to act now, right? We got to fire him now. Otherwise, the deal disappears.
Especially because there's a potential trade value in Bill Belichick.
A lot, I would
think. There's a
think.
potential open job in Vegas. I mean, there's an open job in Vegas. Potential open job in Washington. Who knows? But
you would have to think whatever about
Belichick
how it's
should go to
ending.
The Jets.
Yeah, whatever about how it's ending in New England, and it is ending by the looks of it. There's no way that Belichick doesn't still have quite a substantial trade value to other teams.
Yeah.
Like people would still look at him. The rest of the league isn't looking at this and saying, "Oh, Belichick was a fraud the whole way. This is just Brady." Like the way the shouty shows are doing, they're not saying. Everything we've learned over the last few years says Tom Brady was 100% the architect of the New England dynasty and Belichick was just a passenger. Like they are looking at this and saying he's still one of the best defensive coaches in the NFL. Clearly, when a quarterback is there, it was good enough to create this dynasty. Like he's a part of this and he still has value. Let's go trade for this guy.
Oh, I agree. I completely agree. Charles Robinson of Yahoo wrote the end of the real end of the dynasty article again this week, which was kind of saying that it wasn't the Patriot way, it was the Brady way. Again, I think there's truth in the highest levels of success are mostly driven by the quarterback, but you certainly can't throw out that Belichick has been a very good defensive coach. I do think from a personnel standpoint, they've been lacking the last couple of years.
Yeah.
But I'm also going to make this point for New England. And I think we made it on this show before. Like, if you're watching the Patriots on Sunday morning at 9:30, it's not like they have no players whatsoever, right? They have Jelani Tavai as this, rejuvenation project here from the Lions a few years ago. They've turned Jabril Peppers into a very good player. They have found players, maybe not as often as they did during the Brady years, but they're still finding players. But there is a massive drop-off in the pass game, and that is the issue in New England right now.
There's nothing wrong with saying this doesn't work without Tom Brady. Like, it doesn't mean you're saying he's worthless. Bill Belichick is garbage.
Well, think about
without Brady.
The level is 6 championships and 10 straight AFC championships and every division. And all the level is so high.
Right, and we kind of knew this already, right? Like Brady gets hurt, and Matt Castle comes in, and an undefeated team ends up winning 11 games, and misses the playoffs. Right now, it's an extreme version. It's a small sample size, etc. But that's probably a fair benchmark. That with Brady, they are contending with the Super Bowl every single year. Without Brady, they are a borderline playoff team in most seasons, and they're basically the Minnesota Vikings, right? Like, that's what we're talking about here. That's not an unfair thing. That doesn't make the coach bad. It just means that in order for them to have a dynasty, you need an all-time great quarterback or a great quarterback attached to it that becomes an all-time great when everything else is, like, when the combination is true. Like, this is just the way the NFL works. Like, Andy Reid goes from, I can win with pretty much anybody, but you give me Mahomes and we can make something special happen here.
So that's what's hanging over this game from a storyline perspective. As far as the actual on-field matchup, you've got Mac Jones and Gardner Minshew, neither quarterback's really playing great. I did see some other numbers, QBR in particular, that likes Gardner Minshew this year, that he's showing well in QBR.
Okay.
They don't factor in turnover-worthy plays like we do.
Where he has all of them.
This is a battle of the two leaders in turnover-worthy plays this year. Mac Jones with 18, Gardner Minshew with 17. I still think Minshew's a capable, quality QB, but yeah, his decision-making has not been great this year, as we've highlighted on the last few preview shows.
Yeah, I mean, this is the worst stretch of play that Minshew has had in the NFL. So you can look at that two ways. You can either say he's just not that good and now we're seeing it, or you can say he probably can't play this badly for that long. We've seen better from him and we're due. But
highest percentage of turnover-worthy plays, really quick. Tyson Bagent, despite all the hype.
Yeah.
P.J. Walker, Gardner Minshew, Desmond Ridder, Mac Jones.
Yeah. But I wouldn't necessarily expect the good version of Minshew to suddenly manifest against the New England Patriots defense.
Yeah, I think the Patriots, they're still capable defensively. They're doing a nice job in the run game. I think Indy's run game versus New England's run defense is a pretty solid matchup. If they do make the Colts one-dimensional, could be an issue. And then again, New England offensively, they're in that rut where I don't think Mac Jones is playing great, but every single time he does seem to make a good throw. The game-ending interception that he put on Juju Smith-Schuster's hands, every time Mac Jones seems to make a good throw, receivers aren't coming down with it. So it's not a great group of receivers. Mac Jones not playing very well. I don't know if you saw Burt Breer's little analysis. He was trying to report from what they were seeing inside the building. Said there was a play last week where Mac Jones made an audible, called an audible, had Hunter Henry wide open down the seam, didn't throw it, and then ran for 3 yards instead. And so what I'm saying, it does feel like Mac Jones, like he doesn't look anything like what he looked like as a rookie, as far as seeing the field, making good decisions. It's one of those things, when next time we have JT O'Sullivan on, why do quarterbacks go into slumps? What makes for a slump for a quarterback as far as seeing the field and vision and decision making? Not just like he's making some bad throws. Like there's something wrong from a decision making standpoint right now from Mac Jones that wasn't there a couple of years ago.
Yeah, I mean, I think you're seeing like when a quarterback, Mac Jones, the calling card, the book on him was good decisions, smart processor, quick processor, accurate, all those things, right? Well, if you stop making good decisions, now you're just an accurate quarterback that's throwing the ball to the wrong place. So the accuracy doesn't make any difference either, and you don't have the tools to do anything else. So now you're just bad. That's the reality right now. If you've taken away the biggest strength that Mac Jones has, then we're not left with anything. And that's where the Patriots are right now. They need to get that version of Mac Jones back.
Yeah. So where are you going to go in this one? Colts favored by 1.5 in Germany.
I'm going to go with the Patriots.
You think Belichick's going to save his job here?
Apparently. I more think that Belichick is going to cause problems for Minshew.
Yeah, I'll go. I'm going to go Indy here.
I also think, by the way, one sneaky element of the Patriots is that offensive line is better than it was earlier in the year. So the platform for everything on offense is better. It just, now you need the other stuff to readjust to that.
I mean, they played a very good game just 2 weeks ago against the Bills. It's trying to, or 3 weeks ago, whatever it was. It's tough to figure out when that might happen for New England, but most games this year they've been overwhelmed. Give me Indy. No, give me New England. They've just burned me every time I expect them to bounce back. Like, they should be better. They should be better.